Elevate Pathways Coaching and Consulting. Dr. Rose speaking. How may I help you? It is that is they're taking their passion and causing that to be elevated.
Greetings, and welcome back to Elevate Your Vision Talk Show. I am Dr. Rose White, your host, along with my great friend and collaborator, Liz Joyner of Life and Talk with Liz. So glad to have you here.
Oh, good morning to you, and I'm so glad to be here. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, I tell you, it's wonderful to be able to come together, and be able to talk about some great things. And today's conversation, it is actually foundational today. And so we're going to go ahead and let you know, please make sure that you go ahead and share, and please make sure to hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss any of our upcoming sessions.
And you know what, Dr. Rose, don't forget the comments, because feedback or questions that you could answer. So if anybody has any questions, she is amazing. So
well, we thank her,
yes.
Isn't that something? Because at the same time, we work hand in hand, because again, you want to make sure that you're listening also to Life and Talk with Liz, because it's some powerful information that she shares on a weekly basis that can change your life. And we're hoping that together,
yes,
in our time of collaboration, that you're receiving information that will bring about great transformation, so that you will have the motivation that you need to move forward in this brand new year. And so with that, Liz, we want to focus today on clarity.
okay.
And so my first question to you is, why do women often try to build confidence before clarity?
Well, because I think that confidence can be an imposter. You can appear to be very confident on the outside, to external, to community, in career, and to friends, maybe associates and things of that nature. But are you really confident? Because I think that if you are very confident, you actually know you have that knower within you, then that gives you clarity. And it's being, in my opinion, having the lack of confidence, that's where it kind of gets a little foggy or a little blurry, to really kind of hone in yourself, because it's about doing the work in you first. It's not about anybody else, it's you internally, because somebody else can't give you confidence, somebody else can't give you the clarity that you think that you need. That's because good. You need them in your life, because of, that's the person for everything. And you focus solely on people, and then you lose you, and you don't have the clarity that you need, because time passes, and you may find maybe you're a mother, you've had the household, you've had children, a husband to take care of, and so now you're an empty nester maybe.
Yeah.
Where did the time go?
Wow.
What did I do? And you know what? I am so confused, because I don't know what the next chapter is. And so, or it could be, having growing up, having that, you're supposed to do A, B, C, and D, when really that's not you. You're trying to follow a pattern of beliefs that maybe it's not all you. You were brought up in certain, you have to be a doctor or a lawyer or a dentist. And the fact of the matter is, you don't want any of that because you're a creative, free spirit.
Yeah.
So it could be that you were put into a box. And the truth of the matter is, none of us are meant to be in a box. So you got to come out of that box. And how do you do that? Well, you know what? It's, again, doing the work in you, identifying your why, how, when, where, and when is it going to be? Because you know what? It's no time like the now. And so there's practical steps that you can take to start, you know, taking off those blinders and really working within yourself. Because when you do the work, self-confidence, boldness, doing it afraid, it becomes, you know, you peel back your onion, the layers, and you become your true self. And so we are all on a journey of our true self, the journey of you, me. And so it's amazing when you start doing the work, then guess what? Clarity comes. And it's action steps. It's one step at a time. And so that's the beauty about having that self-work within you, identifying who you are. What is it in you? What are your strengths and your weaknesses that, and the opportunities that you want to have? Because it's all aligned, and that's where it starts, because you'll start getting some of the answers that you've been looking for.
That is so good. You know, and Liz, when I'm listening, I'm hearing even the things in which you're sharing, it deals with our emotion.
Yes.
And so with that, a question comes to mind, and that is, what happens emotionally when clarity is missing? You know, but yet and still, our expectations stays high. What happens to us emotionally?
And that's a good one, because I think that what happens to us emotionally, we feel empty, we're not fulfilled, we get stuck, and we have we're not aligned, we're misaligned, because there's something in us that's missing. And so you feel like, what am I missing? Like you're missing out on joy because, you know, your focus was not in the right place. Maybe you're missing out, or you thought you were missing out on excitement, or a career plan that maybe, you know, you're doing something else, but it's not your passion. So it's a whole bunch of things. And in the interest of time, that's where a life coach can actually come in and work with you and do a deeper dive, because we can build out a life plan for you, a vision or a blueprint for you to help you get started, because it's also a focus of accountability, because in that life plan there's goals, action steps, and so it's one step at a time to follow. So as you're watching, what is it in you that you want to start with? Because everybody is different.
Yes.
And so we're not a pattern, thankfully.
Yeah.
And we're all made differently. Our DNA, the way that we're created. And so what does it take for us to be better aligned, to get better clarity, to move in our power, our purpose, with our passions?
Absolutely. That is so good.
First of all, your mindset has become elevated, because it takes special people that's willing to step out into something that you're gonna have to make it happen.
A way that women can begin gaining that clarity that can restore the self-trust without pressure.
That's a good one. I would say a practical way. Start with scheduling some time for you and lay out, even if you get a big drawing board, you can get them at for really inexpensive, and do the categories.
Yeah.
So why do you think, what is your why, where, when, and who you think you are, okay? And what are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? What are your opportunities that if you were to work on your weaknesses and build them, what would you do? What do you want to do? So that's a starting point. And so when you start connecting the dots and writing all of that down, you'll see a pattern that you can work with. And when you have it all written down, circle 1 or 2 in those categories that you want to work on. So that could be more self-confidence, 2026, and that could be starting at how do you build that self-confidence? Well, you know what? It's doing something that you haven't done, doing it afraid. If you don't like socializing, maybe you're shy person, go and join a group that have the same interest. Get out of your comfort zone. So that's what I would say, Dr. Rose. There's so much more that we could elaborate on that, but in the interest of time, that's a starting point that you're worth carving out some me time, self-care time. And if you could get away for, an hour or 2, just in a quiet space, nature, take a piece of paper and a pen, or take your phone and use some notes and just start talking.
Yes.
So that's what I would say.
Thank you so much. I do want to add, as we're preparing to close, growing up in school, some of the things that they teach us, I want you to keep this in the back of your mind, and that is the what, where, when, why, how. And then Liz talked about a journal. For the month of January, we want to be able to place something in your hand that you will be able to use to apply those principles, because confidence is not forced. It forms when clarity settles. And so the gift that we want to be able to give to you is down in the description box, where all it takes is for you to email us, to write me, let me know, hey, I want to be able to receive the free gift, which is the Reset Journal. I want to provide that to you. And in that journal, there is where you can list those things to help you to move into a time of resetting, to bringing about the confidence that you so much desire and need, to bring about the clarity so that you can be that best, the better person, the greater you, because there's so much that is on the inside of you. And so sometimes when you begin to write, you then begin to see things that you never really thought of before. What do you think?
Totally. And if I could add one more thing.
Sure.
So be looking out for the first quarter. We're going to be collaborating on a workshop, and it's going to be sometime, Balance to Lead.
In March.
And so we're going to really talk about clarity is a big one in there, and how it, from a life to business, how do you align better?
Yes.
Function better, be more productive. So it's about creating better alignment. And so be looking out for that information, because it's going to be a really powerful virtual event.
Yes.
And we will be doing some workshops for those that are interested. But I think that you could walk away really with some more tools in your toolbox for how to gain clarity as this episode is really all about that, because there's a lot of clarity to be gained.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yes.
And so clarity is coming, and we definitely will be talking more and more over these next few weeks. We will give you the date of that upcoming event that you don't want to miss. That's why we do ask that you go ahead and like, share, make sure to subscribe, because you don't want to miss what is about to take place. Clarity is coming. It is coming. So stay with us. Remember, again, like, share, and subscribe. We're looking to reach 1 million subscribers. We need women and we need men as well to hear the things that we want to share with you. And so in the description box, go ahead and register today on our website. Register also on our Patreon and our Patreon community. Don't forget to request your new digital book. It is a journal, and it is called Reset. I'm ready for a reset. How about you? And so until next time, make it a great day, and we'll see you again real soon.
Bye-bye. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year's.